children's rights through advocacy, activism, and foundations he has established.
Clearly, no introduction is needed, and I'm not here to make the official introduction, which will be done by my colleagues on my left. But it does give me great pleasure, and it is a great honor to welcome Mr. Satyarthi, Kailash Satyarthi, to our school. And as I was explaining to him before, part of our mission is that our students will continue to learn when they leave our doors and to use their learning, their talents, and their good fortune to help others in this world. And so having them here is especially in tune with our mission and especially important to us. So we welcome you with open arms and whole hearts, Mr. Satyarthi.
Introduce a man who has spent over 30 years fighting for children's rights through advocacy, activism, and foundations he has established.
In this time, he has freed over 84,000 children from slavery and child labor. He has helped raise awareness around the world regarding human rights issues surrounding child labor. His humanitarian efforts have been recognized globally, and in 2014, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
I go to see the kids at the ashram once every 2 months. The first thing I notice whenever I visit the Bal ashram, which is a rehabilitation center for rescued child laborers, is what a happy place it is. Kids are reading, playing, singing, dancing, learning, laughing, and growing, doing exactly what kids are supposed to be doing. It has been a privilege to see Mr. Satyarthi with all these kids.
Better? Otherwise, if I put it like that, I have to do it like that. No. Oh yeah, come. Wow. Many people think in the world that children are problems, they are naughty. But he has proven that they are not the problems, but they are solutions. So you are solution. You have solved this problem which I could not find. But I can do it better. This way, what I can do, I can also walk a little bit. No? Yeah, thank you. But thank you very much. What is your name? Dhruv. Wonderful, Dhruv. And you can also be lucky. What is your name? Ayumi. Ayumi was jealous to him and said, "Oh my God, you are so lucky. You're also lucky." Thank you, Ayumi. What a great day for me. Somebody said, your director said that it's a great day for the school. But I tell you that I am so overwhelmed. So many bright faces, so much energy, so much joy, so many dreams. Do you dream? When you sleep or even when you are awake? When you are awake. Wow. So, this hall is full of light because you are true heroes and heroines. Because you have energy, you have power, and you have dream. And that you dream during the daytime when you are awake. So many of them can dream for yourself. Most of you dream for a great life, comforts, good money, good career, good education, isn't it? Also to become doctor or engineer or professor or diplomat, probably the President of United States of America. Yeah, what is bad in dreaming? One day you can become. Or President of India. But the presidents here in India are very important, but the government is controlled by the Prime Minister. So some of you can even think to become the Prime Minister of India. Possible? Yes, possible. My dear young friends, you are really fortunate and opportunate. You have opportunity to dream. You have opportunity to go to one of the best schools in this country, some of the best teachers, some of the best facilities that is ensuring your career for the future. So you are fortunate. The millions of children in the world are as fortunate as you are. Your parents are wonderful. How many parents are here today? Parents, can raise your hands, please? Yeah. Ruby, you are not raising the friends for Arav and Jania? Yeah. And Vivekji was also here. Where is Jania? Jania, I cannot see you. Shy? I could see Maya. Where is Maya? And Andrea did not raise your hand. Oh yeah. So there are parents, there are teachers, there are students, everyone is here. I am so happy. But today, I am talking about many of those children who are not so fortunate as you are. You must be wearing shoes. All of you wear shoes? Show me your shoes. Oh. Oh yeah. Good. Yes. Yes. But you might not be knowing that many of the children of your age, the children who are sitting in the front row or the second or third row, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old children, they might be working in making those shoes. There are many children who make clothes, garments. There are children who make toys. who make soccer balls, cricket balls. And there are children who also make many things, candies which we eat, chocolates. But some of them cannot dream to use those goods which they produce, which they make. I was in Pakistan some years ago. Similar things also happen in India. So I was sitting with a group of young people in a factory, 8, 9, 10, 12-year-old boys and girls. And it was a soccer ball stitching factory, football. I noticed that a girl who was about 8-year-old, when she stitched with needle and something went wrong with the needle or stitching, it goes into her fingers. The blood comes out, she sucked the blood and started working again, because if she could not complete her work, her job, then she would be punished and she could not get any penny. So what they earn for stitching the whole one soccer ball, maybe 6 to 8 cents. And in the whole day, maybe 20, 30 cents. So I sat with that girl and boys also. And I said that, look, today I am here with some people who work for children and child rights. So I'll make sure that you will be freed from it and you will go to school. Then I asked that, do you have any dream when you are in school? She looked here and there and asked to another boy, what is dream? And we were talking in the local language, so it was not the problem of understanding. She said, I have no idea. She was not even sure that she can go to school. But I comforted her a little bit and asked again. Then she answered that if I have a chance, I would like to hit the proper football filled with air. I wanted to play with the football on the ground. That was the only dream she had. Even when I encouraged her to think of a dream. We play footballs, but we had no idea how they are made. I asked a question, simple thing. Is it good or bad that these children work in making footballs? Good or bad? Say good or bad? Bad? Who feel that these things are bad? And who think that all children in the world should be in schools like you are? Some of you are still shy. But all of you think that the children should not be exploited. They should be given childhood and freedom so that they can dream, and more importantly, all children can get good quality education. One can ask that why you have to think like that and why you should do like that. children. But I ask a simple question. Ready to answer? You walk on earth. You walk on what? Earth? Floor. But the floor is made on the earth. This is a big earth, a planet, earth. Is it? Or you walk in the air? You walk in the air? Can you walk in the air? You walk on the earth. And the children who live in Africa, they walk on what? Sand on earth, sand or floor, houses, everything is built on earth, one earth. Or they walk on different earth. One earth or different earth. And the children in Pakistan, children in Nepal or India, America, they all walk on the same earth. Not only children, but the parents and grandparents of all children walk on the same earth. There is one earth for everyone. If we have one earth, if we have one earth or many earths where we walk, one. So I ask a question, that is it not enough to think that everyone who is living on this earth, every human being walking on this earth is connected through this earth. Are we connected? But if somebody says that no, you are different, then we will create many problems, more problems, like global warming. It is so dangerous. When our scientists have realized that it is suicidal, if we have so many problems of global warming and climate change, perhaps we cannot live. The entire humanity, the entire universe will be in danger. Some years ago, when some crazy people with some evil mind decided to kill themselves, and they grabbed an aircraft and attacked in New York. That was 9/11. And then the whole world was shocked that terrorism is not isolated or localized to one place or one country. It's a global problem. All of us were shocked 2 days ago when we read and saw that almost 80 innocent people were killed in Syria, and out of them almost 30 were children. Young innocent children. There were twins, 9-month-old twins, who were put to death in this chemical attack. These problems are not isolated problems to one country. May it be global warming, may it be global terrorism, may it be recession, may it be unemployment, poverty. These are problems, collective problems of all of us. Think of children, 168 million children in the world who are not in schools, but they are working somewhere else to produce wealth for others, to produce goods for you and me. Is it fair or is it fair? But on the other hand, 210 million adults are jobless, unemployed. 170, almost 170 million children are in jobs and 210 million adults are jobless. There is a connect, there is a correlation. Most of these jobless adults are none but the parents of those very children who are working as child laborers. And when the children are working, they lose their tender organs gradually. Their kidneys, their livers, their eyes. They are handling chemicals. They are working in fumes. They are working in stone quarries and mining, which is very, very dangerous. But on the other hand, their parents are not given jobs because parents, adults are expensive workforce and the children are free or cheap labor. To understand it. But if so many children are out of school, so many children are not able to get education, then they are most vulnerable to be radicalized. In many countries where education has not been given as the priority, or the education was not scientific, secular education, then the children were taken away from their homes. Some of the children were brainwashed, and even 12-year-old, 13-year-old are turned to suicidal bombers. If one child is made a suicidal bomber and somebody is operating from a distance, then nobody knows how dangerous it could be. So we have to protect our children. All children should be protected from all dangers. Children are not responsible for any war. There are some adult people, very learned people, teachers. Can anybody say that in the history, any given point of time, children and young people were responsible for any war? Who was responsible? We adults. But who is the first victim of war? Even if their parents as soldiers or innocent adults are killed, then the children become orphans. Children are forced to displace from their countries. Any time in the world, so many children have never been in those situations of refugees, unaccompanied minors, leaving their homes, their countries, and looking for shelters in other countries. So, we cannot think in isolation. We cannot think to address our problems and solve them in a localized manner. I am very happy I could not talk much with the director, but she said that we are trying to inculcate the value of citizenship, where the young people, the children in our school, can think beyond them. You said that there is a purpose beyond your own personal purpose. That is great. When I was a young child, I started thinking like that. That so many children are living in such bad conditions. They are also my sisters and brothers. If I can raise the voice for them, if I can write for them, I can speak for them, perhaps we can make a better world. So my dear young friends, now I have launched the human history's most ambitious campaign. and the largest ever campaign. That is 100 million for 100 million. As I explained, that at least 100 million young people in the world are suffering for various forms of violence. Denial of education, denial of freedom, denial of dignity. They are excluded, they are left behind. Some are married at very early age. Some are pushed to become the drug addicts. All these things are happening with 100 million young people. But on the other hand, just now, a couple of minutes ago, you raised your hands that exploitation and abuse of children is unfair. Did you raise your hands? So you think that every child should be given opportunities as you have? And with this power of young people, I strongly believe that a new civilization, a new culture, a new world order could be built. We can make a new world when the young people feel that they are full of energy and power, but they are also responsible for other people in the world. When they realize that they can change the world, they are not just studying and struggling hard for their own education and career building and money making eventually, but they wanted to make this book which is a safer, peaceful, better place, sustainable place, because this goes to everyone. So trusting in the power of young people, and their number is millions, hundreds of millions. 3 billion population is below the age of 25. And out of them, at least 100 million like you and you. 100 million young people are prepared to do something good for the society, for the humanity. At least 100 million young people are hungry to prove themselves, to express themselves. They wanted to become change makers in the society. Sometimes they become angry when they see injustices and unfairness around them. So we are looking for those 100 million young people to become the spokespersons and champions and change makers for 100 million left out sisters and brothers out there. 100 million for 100 million. You can, so those people, 100 million, can use the social media. There is a website, 100mn.org. We are also coming with some apps very soon on mobile phones. There is a card which has been distributed with a flash. And you will be surprised to know that in this room, there is a student, a former student of this school. Most of you are students now, but there is a lady who is the former student of this school who is now heading my foundation, Kailash Satyarthi Children's Foundation in the United States of America. She is Anjali, look at her. So I am thankful to this school. And today I have come here to express my gratitude and thank that you produce, this school produced such the bright, committed professionals and leaders who are leading this campaign and many other activities. So I ask you, adults are always shy. That's why I trust the young people. Adults created all the problems, and children are suffering from those problems. Children have never made any boundary between any country. Children was not responsible for giving identities under the name of religions or castes. Children are never responsible for any war or conflict, as I said. So that's why adults who are responsible feel that shyness. But are you shy, young people? So do you want to be one of those 100 million? Who wanted to be one of those 100 million? Change makers in the world, raise your hands. Don't be shy, even adults can be the change makers for 100 million young people in the world. I did not say that you raise one hand, I said hands. Do you have two hands? Do you want to be the 100 million? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. I was told that you are going to have some questions? I was praising all of you because I wanted to say that please don't ask tough questions. Simple questions. Okay, so yes, sure. Yeah.
My name is Shayla and I'm in 8th grade. And I was wondering, after you save children, have there been instances where they've gone back into the labor industry?
Yes, good question. We cannot keep track on every single child, but when we free them, and so far we have freed over 85,000 children. And these 85,000 were freed through direct action. When we went to rescue them, which is a very dangerous job, my people and I was attacked, my family members were attacked, 2 of my friends were killed, and I have several scars and injuries on my body. But each time when we free a child, we make sure that she or he is free under appropriate laws. So when they freed under the laws, they are entitled for the rehabilitation, economic rehabilitation under various schemes. So we follow for the proper rehabilitation. We also have our 3 rehabilitation centers, 1 for girls and 2 for boys. And we have many activities across the country in the villages to ensure that children should not fall back into the similar or even worse conditions. So, we came to know about only a handful cases, a couple of cases in each every year. Otherwise, in every single case, we make sure that these children get rehabilitation benefits, their parents get economic rehabilitation and earning assets, and the children are enrolled in schools. Those who are in very, very bad conditions, for example, a child does not have parents, then we keep them in our ashrams, our centers. So, these numbers are very, very small who fall back. But I cannot guarantee, because sometimes when the parents leave the place and become migrant laborers to work in other states, then we lose the track. Then we cannot say whether the child has gone to war or is still in school somewhere. So this is the situation.
My name's Annika, I'm in grade 6. Are there any similarities between the children you rescue and the kids at AES?
Kids in AES? Oh yeah. There's a lot of similarity. How many hands you have? 2 hands or 3? And eyes? 2. Is there any eye in the back side? Sure. Who is sitting in the back of her? Can you see whether she has an eye in the back? No? And your blood is also red. you are exactly same or similar. So there is no difference. These children also have some aspirations when they are too young. They wanted to eat properly, sometimes they want milk if they see that other people are having milk. But slowly, their dreams, their aspirations are killed. And they are shown only one way of life, that you have to work hard, and they are reduced as animals, or sometimes worse than the animals. At least the animals can roam around freely, but not these children when they are confined under the lock and key. So then they lose slowly the sense of childhood, the sense of freedom. But they are as good, as bright as they are. I tell you that the children who will be freed, few of them are doing their final year of engineering. Next year, many of them are going to become engineers. At least 1 dozen children, 1 dozen of such children were chosen through various processes, very difficult processes, to become the spokespersons on behalf of children to address the United Nations General Assembly. Our children spoke in United Nations. Three of our children who were freed from India, 2 children from Africa. They had an opportunity to address the special hearings at the hills in the United States Senate and Congress. They have addressed the United States senators and congressmen in big groups in special hearings on education and children. At least 5 of all our child slaves had mesmerized the lawmakers in the United States.
Hello, my name is Stephen, and I'm in grade 6. Do you only assist children in India or around the world?
Thank you. So I have 3 children in India, but that is directly. But indirectly, I have been to the West Coast in the United States and the remotest areas in Africa, like the children who are working in cocoa beans production, in cocoa farms in Ivory Coast and Ghana. I have been to very remote areas in villages to help them. Indirectly, means with the local partners, we try to help them, we try to free them. We also go to the governments. I have spoken several times in the US Senate and congressional hearings and brought this issue before. That has been there for the last 25 years. So we are trying that the policies should be made where no child is exploited. The international policies as well as the national policies. So children who are working in extremely bad conditions in the fields, tobacco fields in the states, potato, orange, tomato fields. Many of them are Hispanic children from the neighboring countries, Mexico or other places, Haiti. So we helped in freeing those children from there indirectly. I could not go and do the grade rescue operation. But we help children across 144 countries. And I still work in almost 140 countries in freeing children indirectly. And so the result was that only 15 years or 16 years ago, the number of child laborers in the world was 260 million, 260 million. And now the number has gone down, as I said before, 168 million. So at least 100 million children were freed from child labor and slavery in last 15 years, and that is possible. So I am thankful to all of you, and I will conclude with a formula what I call 3D. How many Ds? Like 3D televisions, 3D telephones now, so we can also transform ourselves to 3D. So the first D is dream. Dream big. If you are allowed to dream, you dream the biggest. You dream to touch the sky. But when you touch the sky, your feet should be on the ground. So dream big, not just for yourself, but dream big and better for the entire humanity. This is first D. Are you ready for that? The second D is discover. Discover the power inside you. If somebody says that you are just a child, so it means you can be foolish, you don't know many things. It's true that you may not be having that knowledge, but you have much more simplicity, you have much more power, potential for future, you want to learn more, you are open in minds and hearts, so you are much better. So discover that power inside you, which is enormous, which is unlimited. And discover the opportunities outside. There are so many opportunities around us. So the second D is discover. What was the first D? Dream. The second D is discover. When you discover yourself and opportunities outside, then don't wait. The third D is do. Do. Act now. So, what are those 3 Ds? Dream, discover, and do. Can you repeat it again? Discover, do. Thank you.
We're honored, excited, and determined to dream, discover, and do. And if we have a small gift for the children in the ashram, a few pencils to remind you of your brief hour with us. Thank you so much, Mr. Satyarthi.